Hello, I'm the Reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Patreon requested a review today of the video, Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. Now, there are only 3 things we know about pro wrestling. 1, it was a start for some of our favorite actors. And 3, it's fake as shit. So, as people who don't really know anything about this, let's take a look. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
WWE.
I know disclaimers like that are usually ignored anyway, but you should still deliver them clearly.
You do know it's fake, right?
Yeah, but the people who do watch wrestling choose to do so because, well, to quote some jerk with a camera,
not because we think they're real, because we know they're fake. That ability to escape, to embrace the power of imagination over boring, horrible reality.
People who feel the need to tell you that wrestling isn't real clearly don't watch wrestling, because the show features an undead wizard, leprechauns, an evil group of male cheerleaders.
And it's easy to see why some people don't watch wrestling. It's clearly for those who enjoy the absolutely fucking insane. And thus we are told the tale of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or Triple H. And the insanity begins. The choices made for how to tell this story are just odd. For starters, most of the characters are played by actors of the opposite gender. And before anybody goes nuts, the narration does claim that these are males, but the visuals go out of their way to make sure that we know that they're females. And while there is a line about Shawn Michaels being one of the more effeminate wrestlers out there, there seems to be no reason why they made this choice for the other characters. Not to mention that the storytelling itself is like Lewis from Ant-Man on drugs.
Triple H is like, great, you guys seem great. In fact, why don't you all be in D-Generation X with me?
His wife had just filed for divorce, and I was like, damn, homie, she dumped you when you're on lockup? And he was like, yeah, I know, I thought I was gonna be with her forever, but now I'm all alone.
This video is somehow more bizarre in its execution than pro wrestling itself. I do commend it for the production value and the clear effort and passion that went into it, and the points made about why pro wrestling fans love watching it are good. But honestly, this is not a video I would choose to watch in my spare time. I find myself focusing less on the insanity of the story and more on the insanity of how it's told. Maybe there's a hidden genius to these choices that only makes sense if you're a fan of pro wrestling, but unless you're one of those fans, I can't say I recommend it. I'm the Reviewer. You review it, I review you. So, Doc, what do you think?
I think it's a good thing that you and It film episodes in advance.
Nothing, huh?
From what I can gather, this Pokeball was made out of materials that are unique to the dimension that Tyrone was trapped in. Studying it could take months, even years. As far as I can tell, the only person who knows how it works is Tyrone himself.
And I doubt he feels like talking. Is there any way we can read his mind or something?
I tried. He had some kind of protection that prevents all kinds of scrying spells from being used on him. The only reason I knew anything was wrong was because I saw it get trapped.
Well, if you can't do it with your magic, then I guess it's up to science to—
You tried. That same rare tech is also in his skull, to prevent the scientific method.
Jesus, what precautions didn't this guy take? We could torture him.
While I respect the idea, don't encourage that! But because they share a timeline, anything physical we do to him will happen to Reviewer.
So whatever Tyrone feels, Reviewer feels. Damn. If only Reviewer could remember what Tyrone remembers.
Wait, that's not a bad idea.
Beg pardon?
Doc, you said that there was a split in our timeline, right?
Yeah?
Maybe if we can merge that split, maybe I can get Tyrone's memories of the other dimension.
Well, I see no reason why not, but it's kind of a tricky affair.
Well, get on it. It's the only plan we have. I still think the torture is a good idea.